Joining us mornings in the lab with Keith, Jon Anderson, see Marty Fit. Mornings in the lab here, 8 o'clock Eastern time, every single day, Monday to Friday. We're coming back with the protein break. Good morning, good time here. Thanks for the comments here as well. Seth, Marty, let's rock and roll with what's up next year. And Johnny, Seth has a career, has a job right now, spends a lot of time away from home and out and about, hanging out with his customers. And we have a lot of people listening to our show that don't work from home or have to go to an office or are mobile and out and about. And the biggest thing that we struggle with, John, is eating. Like, where do we get our food? The protein break is about food. It's about nutrition. It's about fueling our body to move forward. But it's about making good choices. It's about stacking habits. It's not about tuning into Five Guys all the time. It's not about driving into Wakeback Burger. It's not about buying a dozen cookies from Crumbles Cookies. Oh my God, I love Crumbles Cookies.
No, you watch my show too much.
I've never even been inside of Crumbles Cookies. You guys got problems. Man.
It's all about ordering disorders or eating disorders, as Marty likes to call them. But John, here's my goal. Over the next 7 minutes, let's give Seth and those that are working remotely and out and about all the time, let's give them some actionable tips, what they can put in their pocket, what they can eat throughout the day so they're not going to Five Guys or Crumbles. If you guys want to sponsor us, sorry, go to a different show. We want to help these guys put good food in their bodies throughout the day. Let's start with you, Johnny. What should they be doing to fuel the body throughout the day, Johnny?
First off, let's start off with the idea that people say, I don't have time to get this stuff prepared. If you take the little bit of time you have to prepare this the night before, and you compare that to going to fetch your food, going to find food on the fly, the comparison is not even close. You will save yourself so much time. So let's take that whole argument, throw it out the window right now. So the 5 minutes is all it's going to take the night before. All you've got to do is make sure that you've located some almonds, you located some sort of protein. I just literally take this shit and put it in a bag. You've seen the videos. I put burger in a bag. I put breast in a bag. I put ground meat in a bag, and I put that bag in my pocket. And usually I'm going to have food in both my pockets. So when I'm hungry, all I got to do is pull it out of my pocket. Don't put it in your glove box. Don't put it in your desk, because you may not be next to those places where you stash the food. Rarely are you going to get separated from your pants. So put the food in your pockets, save yourself a ton of time. You'll have more energy, more focus. You're going to live a better life.
That's Marty.
Great tips, Johnny. What I would say is, if you can, a lot of people have microwaves at work. Just bring food in some Tupperware. I think if you prepare your meals like on a Sunday and then you just portion it out however you want to, 4 ounces, 6 ounces, if you weigh your food, I would say that's another option as well if you don't want to put burger in a bag and put it in your pocket like Johnny. Totally understandable. But there's still a way to do it. And then to piggyback off of what Johnny said when he was talking about time, not only is it taking a lot of time to go fetch the food, but if you think about actually sitting in the drive-thru, because I'm telling you, the Chick-fil-A drive-thru is bumping it every evening. It's ridiculous around my neighborhood. So I know people in there for 20, 30 minutes. I mean, you can definitely prepare a couple of meals in that time. So just think about that next time you say you don't have time to prepare your food.
I got to just say one quick thing about food in a bag, because food in a bag requires one hand. Let me give a perfect example. I was golfing a week or so back.
We need a red finger on this.
That's a good one. See, Rich would understand.
What?
So basically, I'm golfing, and I got just a fat, juicy cigar. And all of a sudden, I realized, holy shit, I got to eat. Guess what? If I needed 2 hands, I'd have had to put that cigar down. So what did I do? I whipped the burger in a bag out of my pocket. I got the cigar in one hand. I got the burger in the other hand. I was set. See, if you're in those positions where you need both your hands to do what you're doing, like I was that day, because I'm not putting that cigar down. I'll tell you right now. See, the food in a bag is going to really solve some problems for you if you're on the go.
Oh my God. You're the guest on the show. I would love to know what's going on. And I know you listen to the show on a regular basis. Would love to know what's going on in your head right now.
And I feel like the limitation is you're smoking cigars. I don't relate to that. So I should always have 2 hands personally.
But what if you're driving, Seth? What if you're driving?
Yeah, and there you go. I think that's more relatable.
I was just talking about my personal problem. Granted, my personal problem got to do with cigar, not driving, but I don't really drive much. Usually I'm in a vehicle and I'm not driving because I'm staying busy.
So hold on. Can I just step in for a second here? Marty, we've been doing this for a while together. Can we just be clear? I just want to make sure we're clear on this, Marty. So we've invited a good friend on the show now, our friend Jon Anderson, who's now a host. Marty, he eats eggs with the shell on, like just full crunch and eggs. Seth, can you listen too? He put burgers in a bag, meat in a bag, ground beef in a bag, breasts in a bag. Dude, you want to stack habits, you got to hang out with Jon Anderson, man, because the guy's got stuff in his pockets. He's got it. You need 7-Eleven on 2 feet, I think.
Here's the thing. Most people, I hate to say it, but even you guys, you're my co-hosts, you just let too many things get in the way.
Yes, I know we do.
It's okay. It's like point A right here, and I got point B right here. I'm going to get there in as straight a line as possible. And if I can do it in whatever means possible in terms, including eating out of a bag, I'm going to do it.
We got A-R-M that's it. Well, it's your suit in the pocket. This is for you. If my boss sees me cleaning working and a bag of hamburger falls, never help me.
What kind of pockets you got? If a damn bag of burger is falling through your pocket onto the floor, brother, you need a new pair of drawers.
And then, Seth, I'm wondering if you go on site, and I know you get rid of bugs and insects for a living, what would that be like if you're on site and all of a sudden you lean over and there's just a bunch of food in your pocket, Seth?
Most of the time I'm on my own. I don't want to be around you when you're spraying pesticide, but I also don't want my food around me. I'm doing that either. Yeah. I always have my truck with me. I don't have my truck with me while I'm working, I got a problem. As much of a problem as if I don't have my drawers. I'm going to keep it in the truck, Jon.
In your case, it works perfectly, brother, because obviously you're never going to get too far away from your truck because you're going location to location. But I'll tell you, your hands, you may not have been able to clean your hands all the way. You got to drive to the next job. Guess what? You got a breast in a bag. Your hands are filthy. You bite the corner off of that thing and you start basically pulling that breast out and chewing it down on the way to the next job. Look at the time you saved. Look at, you've basically taken process and you've distilled it. You've distilled eating down to the simplest form where you can continue to kick ass, take names, and do what you got to do.
So I'm going to bring producer Kristina Flynn on the show, the female on the show, and the mother who has children. And I'm going to address our guests here, AR here as well, who says, I'm a woman. Men's pant pockets are better for sure. Yes, M or arm. I invite you to subscribe to the channel. This kind of conversation we bring every single day here at 8 o'clock Eastern time, content to get you going and content to help you be accountable. Kristina, as you're listening to meal prep advice, courtesy of Jon Anderson, carry food in the bag. What are you thinking about is going through your head as you're hearing this wonderful advice offering to Business Athlete Nation today?
I think that person has a point. Women's jeans, much more difficult to just put a chicken breast in my pocket and pull it out. The second,
real quick, just to dive into what Terry does for me. If I have to hand her my bag of food, she's got the same set of problems. So sometimes she'll tuck it into the bra, just lightly.
that it'll just fall right through. I won't have anything to keep it together. So another
What is
problem.
going on, man?
Next, bag with the food in it is on your body. So doesn't it get really hot? And if it gets hot, then you have
That's your
toxic-
microwave. That's your natural warming device.
But you don't want those. You wouldn't put a plastic bag in a microwave because it would get the toxins.
I'm not saying to put in a microwave. I'm saying put in your pocket, which acts as a natural microwave.
I know, but it's gonna get the toxins from the bag into your breast.
Okay, if we're worried about toxins coming out of a plastic bag, let's go into a long list of shit that we do every day. We get polluted with toxins. If we're going to start arguing about toxins out of a plastic bag, if you put it...
I choose that. I choose that. That's
Well, I'm
what
going to say, it's the whole argument. If we're going to argue this one, then we got to break open are we going to stop breathing because a bunch of shit not supposed to be in us too?
Marty,
Sure, folks. I have struggled.
Marty, tell me what's Lauren having to say. Let's just bring some logic to the table, Marty. What's Lauren having to say?
Lauren said, or use a lunch kit. That's why I said, just put your stuff in some Tupperware. Most offices have a microwave nowadays. Use the microwave.
We don't want to talk about microwave. Microwave is more than
You
the...
said choose your toxin. You just said that.
I'm just telling you to choose it. I'm just letting you know the microwave is... Check this out. There was a study, right? So 2 plants, same windowsill, right? Same exact plant. They were both watered the same time with the same temperature water. The difference was one of the water was put in the microwave, boiled, brought back to room temperature. They were both watered. Now, one of them has been microwaved. The one that had the water that was microwaved died.
Call me Microwave Marty, because brain cells must be all right, because y'all got me on this show, and I use the microwave faithfully. So I turned out all right.
Yeah, I use a microwave realistically if I'm like fringing, like if I'm going to put a little cheese on something, I'm stepping just outside if I'm doing something that is a little bit off course, I'll put it in the microwave because I'm already I'm already going outside the line. I might as well go a little further with it.
All right, I'm bringing this back to center table here, guys. You're here with Keith, John, Marty, producer Kristina Flynn.
Because this was about to get off track. So, yeah, take over. Keith.
We're talking microwaves. We're talking food. We're talking putting food in. We got Flynn on the screen because we're going to do a personal brand bite with Kristina Flynn. We're going to come back in about 90 seconds, 2 minutes, and we're going to keep the conversation going. I got something for Seth. Can you hang around this? Awesome. Top 4 complaints wives have about their husbands. And Kristina, top complaints wives have about their wives. Hang around for this one. So why don't you stick around to do the personal brand bite? Marty's going to go for a break. Seth's going to go for a break. John is going to go to the bidet. I'm going to hang out here. I'm going to come back in 90 seconds. You're going to do personal brand bite with Kristina Flynn.